Manchester United and Liverpool have won their fixtures, and it is a pretty huge win for Manchester United because I did not expect them to go to Crystal Palace away and win that fixture. But looking at Crystal Palace, they are finding life of Thursday night football and Premier League a little bit difficult. They tired in the second half, and then they conceded goals, set piece goals, free kick goals, etc. So it was a very scrappy game. It was not a good Premier League Sunday to watch. Aston Villa against Wolves was pretty entertaining because Wolves had a lot of chances to win that game as well. The one offside call, which was fair, in my opinion, but other than that, Wolves gave a fair fight to Aston Villa, and it is pretty eye-opening how the bottom side team with 2 points the whole season can actually compete with a decent top four, top six team like Aston Villa. So that was an entertaining game to watch. Liverpool against West Ham was also a scrappy game to watch. Liverpool weren't like just bombing the opposition box with chances, but they created a few decent chances and uh, like West Ham were taking the control of the ball. They were trying to press them, and it was a contest. It looked like a mid-table club, not mid-club. Not to disrespect West Ham, but it was a mid-table-ish game where it was scrappy. Both teams were trying to press. Both teams were trying to pass, but it was not happening for either of them. Alexander Isak scoring a goal finally. He had a chance in the first half as well, where he launched it to space or somewhere. But yeah, overall, if you look at it, Mo Salah not playing and Liverpool winning, what does this say about the dressing room atmosphere, etc.? I don't know what to make of Liverpool's performance. I thought they will eventually win a game or two, and West Ham away is not the most difficult game weeks to have in the Premier League season. So yeah, good for them, but yeah, I don't know what to make of it. Sunderland at home, when they play, Sunderland come with the confidence of the 3-2 win, coming from 2-0 down. They will be very confident. But yeah, both the games were pretty scrappy, and the Premier League weekend as a whole was very scrappy. I have just done the review of the reaction of the Chelsea Arsenal game, and it was also pretty scrappy. It was a fight only, like it was not a footballing game where it was end to end. It was very scrappy. Both teams were following each other. Both teams were up for the fight, tackling each other. Like most of it was fighting. I think if we you watch the 90 minutes game, it was 70 minutes of fighting and 20 minutes of sideways passes or Chelsea running at Arsenal defenders and just being pathetic in front of the goal. So it lacked a lot of quality. And yeah, not a good Premier League weekend experience for me as an Arsenal fan as well, and overall as a Premier League fan as well. The quality was not up to the mark in this weekend. If you compare that with last weekend, the Bournemouth versus West Ham game was pretty entertaining to watch, and overall, like Arsenal Spurs game, also Arsenal were pretty good and dominated, so that was also entertaining to watch. But not much to uh, talk about in this Premier League weekend. Checking Liverpool and Manchester United fixtures. Manchester United have West Ham at home, away, Bournemouth at home, Aston Villa away, Newcastle at home. So they are having a good run of fixtures from here on until they play Manchester City and Arsenal in back-to-back game weeks. If you look at Liverpool's fixtures, also they are relatively easier. Tottenham away should be the easiest fixture right now for any Premier League team. Sunderland at home will not be easy, but Leeds away, Brighton at home, Wolves at home, Leeds at home, Fulham away should be fine until they go to Arsenal at the Emirates and then Bournemouth away. Those can be difficult fixtures, but overall, if you see, it should be fine. Spurs have difficult fixtures coming forward. Newcastle away, Liverpool, Crystal Palace away, Sunderland, Bournemouth away, etc. So they have it tough right now. Chelsea have pretty much decent fixtures. Bournemouth away would be difficult for them if they are playing without Caicedo. Bournemouth are really attacking well right now, and they are coming after teams, so they'll have to look after themselves. Leeds away also. Leeds showed what they can do to Manchester City, so yeah, Leeds away will never be a easy fixture for any Premier League team going there. Everton at home should be fine, but Newcastle away would be a test. Aston Villa at home, Bournemouth at home, Manchester City away. All these fixtures are all these fixtures will test them. Even if you look at Manchester City fixtures, they have Fulham away, Crystal Palace away, Sunderland away. So these fixtures will test them. Home fixtures also, they have Sunderland, West Ham United, and the way they played against Leeds, it will not give them much confidence. So I feel like all the Premier League teams have been a little bit scrappy, and Arsenal will be feel disappointed that to go against 10-man Chelsea and not be able to have that gap right now going into December. They would be disappointed, but they have a chance to rectify that. They have a favorable run of fixtures coming forward, and they will they'll want to capitalize on that and have that gap come January at least. So yeah, that is where the Premier League stands right now. If I want to talk more about the Manchester United versus Crystal Palace game, I really thought that Nketiah coming in for Sar was also a game changer because Nketiah did not do really well. I mean, there is a reason he was sold to Crystal Palace, and then he couldn't even make their first team, so he had to be on the bench. Just not ruthless enough in front of goal. When he gets space, he does not make the right decisions. And being a top player and being a mediocre player, the difference is your decision making in high pressure situations. The speed of the Premier League is fast, and your uh, mind should just coordinate to that level to succeed in the Premier League. So that is not what Nketiah is doing right now, and I feel like he should go to a different league where the pace is more similar to what he does, and he might thrive as a striker somewhere else. But in the Premier League, he's finding it very difficult. Um, Bruno Fernandes, I mean, Manchester United with the Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes midfield, they always look vulnerable. They could have conceded more. Mateta could have scored another goal, but they did not. Luke Shaw made a brilliant tackle in the end. And yeah, in the second half, Crystal Palace just tired off, and Manchester United went on to win that game. Liverpool versus West Ham. West Ham, I don't think West Ham even created some decent opportunities. I don't think they had a clear cut opening for the goal. And Allison is back, so that will give Liverpool a lot of confidence as well. They did not play Mohamed Salah, they did not play Kitike, they did not play Andy Robertson as well in this game, and still ended up keeping a clean sheet and winning. So that will also give them confidence. Cody Gakpo, I feel he lacks a bit of the final action. He lacks in that a little bit. Alexander Isaac will gain confidence from the goal. Florian Wirtz, he does a lot of nice things, but he also is lacking the final action, the final pass, the final shot to really make his name and score a goal or get an assist. So that would be an issue for Liverpool. So was like playing the right wing also, I don't get it, but it is what it is. I think whatever Slot is trying to do, Soboslai was playing the right back, so maybe he trusts him from that angle, but I don't get it still. And yeah, overall, if you see, Liverpool are in a bit of a mess because they're even after winning. If you look at their bench, you look at their first team, you wouldn't really get a clear idea of what the plan ahead is for Arne Slot. So that is a thing Arne Slot needs to think about. But other than that, I don't think there is much to talk about any of these games. Brighton beat Nottingham Forest as well, kept a clean sheet, and they are at fifth position right now. I can also show you the table. Uh, if I show you the Premier League table, Arsenal at 30 points are first. Manchester City are 5 points below them. Chelsea are 6 points below them with a draw in this game week. Aston Villa in the top four, Brighton, Sunderland, and then comes Man United and Liverpool, who were languishing in 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th positions. But if you see the gap between 14th, 15th position and 8th, 7th position, if you see the gap between these two teams, it is simply 4 points. So it is not that big a gap. Uh, one fixture gap between Everton and Liverpool still. So it is not like they are out of the misery they have been processing right now. But yeah, if you can also look at the positives, they are just 9 points below Arsenal. They are just 3 points, one game turnaround away from going past Aston Villa and being in the top four. Same for Chelsea. Chelsea and Aston Villa are at the same points, so it is not like Chelsea are having the most brilliant season and nobody is catching them up. They are the only title contenders. They were the only hope. They were playing pretty well at their home at this moment of time. But yeah, that was something that was more of a momentum thing. I don't know if that will be true for January, February, March periods. So I don't expect longevity from this Chelsea side, but obviously they are in a good moment and they are doing pretty well. Mm. So yeah, that is what is happening in the Premier League right now, and yeah, I'll see you for the next Premier League fixtures. I'll check my predictions, how many I got right, how many I got wrong, and yeah, we'll keep moving on. A lot of game weeks, a lot of fixtures coming forward. So yeah, there will be no shortage of content. If you like these videos, try to interact, try to suggest what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, etc. etc. If you are watching this video for the full length of time, if you're not listening to this, so what is the point? Okay, bye.